Credit Karma, they finally did it. This is a major update that FICO knew was coming, but I don't think it was going to happen this soon. Okay. This wasn't supposed to happen until the fourth quarter of the year, but now it has officially taken place. Let's go ahead and get right into today's information. And what is this Credit Karma major update? Okay. First things first, guys. First off, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will now officially allow Vantage Score 4.0. For those who don't know, that is the algorithm that Credit Karma uses. Okay, that's the algorithm that Credit Karma uses. And listen, guys, they have officially gotten the green lights, okay, to allow this to be used for mortgage approvals. I know many of you all. Now, for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, we've been talking about this. This is one of the many changes that I told you all was coming at the beginning of the year. I told you all this was coming. Okay, this is just one of the many changes that are coming, and I'm going to keep you all posted as these changes continue. But this is a major shift away from the traditional FICO only system that dominated the mortgage industry for decades. Let me pause on that real quick. For those who don't know, if you want to see if you qualify for a home, it normally costs $30 to get your FICO reports, and so you can see your mortgage scores. For those of you who that don't know, okay, it is cheaper to get Vantage scores to see all three, okay? And then it opens doors. It opens the doors for millions of consumers who may have unfairly been judged by older scoring models. So this means that you can officially, and this is just the beginning, use your Credit Karma scores to go into home ownership. Let me show you all what that's going to look like. Okay, let me show you all exactly what that's going to look like here, so you guys can actually see this. And by the way, too, I want to make sure you guys can actually see this, because this is some major news here that we're going to be seeing here. Okay, so let me by the way, I know some of you all have been asking us, can we help you all with your credit? Yes, we can. Okay, we most definitely can help you increase your credit score, qualify for home ownership, and we can also help you and qualify for home ownership and lower your car payment. We helped this young lady do the same thing right here. As you guys can see, she went from a 575 to a 657, 657 to a 684. Either way, scan that QR code right there on your screen, and we can help you increase your credit score and qualify for your goals as well. Okay, so now I want to make sure I mention that, because people do ask us that question. I'm going to put those links inside of the comment section here as well. You are not by yourself. Okay, guys, we can always help you. Okay, so here I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see this. This is major news, and this is for those who think that, okay, this is just something small. No, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. Somebody put that in the chat. This is the beginning. Okay. Now, this isn't the downfall of FICO. Okay. However, this is something you most definitely want to keep your eyes on, because there's going to be some more changes coming, guys. If it starts with mortgages, that means credit card companies eventually will start using this model. That means auto loan companies, dealerships will start using this model. But anyway, this says right here, July 8th. You guys see this, okay? You guys see this right here on your screen, July 8th, okay? This is Freddie Mac, okay, and Fannie Mae. They have announced the long-awaited acceptance of Vantage Score 4.0. He actually posted it on Twitter. Let me show you guys what he posted on Twitter. Let me share this with you, okay? So you guys can see it right here. Let me move this. Let me zoom in on this so you guys can see this a little bit better. So right here, it says it effective today to increase competition, to the credit score ecosystem, and consistent with President Trump's landslide mandate. Now, let me pause real quick. I know the administration is they're taking credit for this one. This was already in the works. Okay. If you've been watching my channel, this has been going on since last year. Okay. This was already scheduled to happen the third quarter or fourth quarter of this year. I'm not knocking the current administration. I'm just saying, can't take credit for this one. But anyway, to lower costs, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac will allow lenders to start using 4.0. Here's the biggest change. Watch this. With no current requirement to build new infrastructure. Let me pause on that. What does that mean? Originally last year, they were saying, and FICO was fighting, they were fighting them against this. This is the government in general. They were saying, hey, listen, the reason why they can't let something in is because everyone has to get new software. They have to update certain things. They have to start fresh. And so a lot of financial institutions were believing that. And they said, okay, we're just going to hold off on this. And this is why FICO has dominated for years, because they wouldn't let anybody else in. So for years, people were saying, oh, well, Credit Karma isn't your real score. Guys, it's a score. It's an algorithm. A real score is a real score. I've been telling people this for years. But hey, the real ones have been listening to me. But anyway, check this out. So now they says there is no current requirement to build new infrastructure. Okay, so that means that this can start happening today. We're going to talk about this in a second. And this also confirms the other change. Anybody know what the other change is? The other change is it stays a tri-merge. Let me break that down. That means, remember when I told you guys, if you guys haven't watched this yet, I'm going to pull it up here in a second. If you all have not watched it yet, I did a video on all of the credit changes that are coming in 2025. Okay, I'm going to pull that up here. Not the video. I'm just going to put the link inside of the chat. Okay, so you guys can watch it whenever you want to watch it. Okay, but here I'm going to put in here changes. I think it's FICO changes or something like that, 2025. And here it is right here. I got it. Okay, so I'm going to click this. I'm going to share this with you all and put it inside the chat here so you guys know to reference back to this. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, that's the video right there. I just put it inside the chat. Okay, but either way, check this out. One of the changes that they said was going to happen was that they were going to potentially get rid of one credit bureau in order to help you make decisions on qualifying for homeownership. Now, for those who don't know, the mortgage industry pretty much leads all industries. Everything starts with the mortgage industry and all the other industries follow, for those who don't know. So because of that, they were saying that they were going to use 2 credit bureaus instead of all 3, the major top 3, because there's always arguments I see in the comments about which bureau and all. Listen, guys, there are a lot of bureaus. There's a lot of reporting bureaus, whatever you want to call them. Okay, they're going to use Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Okay. And now they're going to be looking at all 3. So what does this mean for companies like Credit Karma? Well, there's some back end stuff that we'll get into in a second, but I want to make sure I get you guys all of this information all at once. So let me go ahead and go to my next slide here so I can get you guys caught up on everything. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, the next thing is Vanish Score 4.0 includes data. So if you have not added rent to your rental history to your credit reports, you need to jump on this. If you have not added utility bills to your credit reports, you need to jump on this. If you have not added other non-traditional accounts to your credit report, you need to jump on this. This is why that game plan is crucial. I even talk about this in my free credit guide. You guys see it at the top? Let me move myself up a bit so you guys can actually see this. Okay, let me move myself up. The next thing is, this is great news if you are renting and you're considering homeownership in the future. You say, well, Calvin, I don't want to buy a home this year. Great. Next year, 2 years from now, whenever that is, this is still good news for you. If you're a gig worker, which means if you combine your income with DoorDash, Uber, Amazon Flex, whatever, this is going to be good for you. And for those of you who don't have long credit histories, okay, it means more people can finally qualify for a home based on a fuller picture of their financial behavior. Are you all listening to this? Let's keep going. When does this start taking effect? Immediately. Immediately. Now, here's the deal, though. Check this out. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory that lenders have to do this, but you can now bring this up, which means if you just got disqualified for a mortgage last week, last month, last year, There's a chance you may qualify now. Okay. Because remember, credit score is just one of the qualifications. They still got to check your debt to income, also known as your DTI. Your income has to be there. They have to see if there's been enough time after a bankruptcy. Are you all hearing this? Okay. That means buyers don't have to wait months or years to benefit from this. It starts right now. If someone was denied before based on just their FICO scores, they may now qualify with a stronger Vantage score. Okay, this is major. Now, check this out, guys. Check this out. Listen, if you don't qualify for a home or you don't qualify for whatever your goal is, we can help you qualify. Okay, we offer a custom game plan. This custom game plan, it is where we look at your credit report and we tell you exactly what you need to do to qualify for whatever you're looking to qualify for. Listen, one of our members wanted to get a high limit credit card. We looked at his credit report. We told him exactly what to do. He followed the steps to the T. And he got approved for a $20,000 credit card. Okay. Listen, whatever that goal is, some of you all may be looking for a car, leasing a car, buying a car, home ownership, buying rental property, getting in a better neighborhood, getting in a better school district, moving out of mom's house, moving out of dad's house, buying another house, building your rental portfolio. Whatever that goal is, we can help you do that. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen, or you can go ahead. I'm going to put the link inside of the chat here as well to Elite. I know you guys are in the building. I know you all are in the building. Let me know, Elite family, if you guys are here, let me know in the comment section below. But listen, I'm telling you, if you haven't gotten a game plan now, this is the time to get yourself in position. How long are we going to keep watching everybody? Wait, listen. How long are you going to keep watching everybody else win when you can be winning too? How long are you going to keep overpaying for everything? Your credit is holding you back and you know it. Okay. And you're closer than you think. You don't have to keep dealing with this. I talked to a client today. They said, listen, their landlord just went up on the rent. What can I do about it? I said, you can move. Let me tell you all something. There's no chains or shackles to these cars, to these properties, to none of this stuff. Okay. But you are in control. The banks can't do anything without you qualifying. You are in control. The bank can't make any money. Okay. Unless you let them do so. You want to reduce that. No more paying high interest rates on automobiles, but you should be able to get the best that's available. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, paying cash is great, but not everyone's in that position. Okay. But at least you'll be able to qualify for what you're looking to qualify for. Okay. So again, you most definitely can make it happen. All right. Let's go ahead and go into the comment section real quick. I see we got some people in the building here. Hold on. There's something wrong with what is wrong with this? There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and I just found a better way to do this. Okay. But anyway, let's go and go to the comment section, guys. Is this good news? I told you all this was on the way. I told you all this was going to happen. By the way, guys, we got so many elite member success stories. I got to update this. It's been so much going. It's been a lot of news lately. Okay. I'm just trying to keep y'all updated. Okay. But check this out. Of course, one of our elite members, they were able to lower their car payment. Let me zoom in on this. Y'all don't think this stuff is real. Check this out. They were able to lower their car payment. Their car payment was $598 a month. He got it lowered to $353 a month. Okay. Here's the thing. He had to qualify. We put him in position. Okay. So again, now, by the way, he's also an elite member. So if you have credit questions, okay, you can get those answered by me, my real estate team, my real estate support team is in there. My credit support team is in there. You no longer have to be floating around not getting your questions answered. Okay. We're making sure we put as many people possible so they can accomplish their credit goals this year. But anyway, Carla is in the house. Appreciate Carla being here. She's the one that just commented elite. Just so you guys know, Carla just lowered her car payment too. Okay. She lowered her car payment over $100 a month. Okay. Shout out to Carla. Appreciate you being here. Albert's in the house. He says, learn us something, Calvin. You know it, sir. Appreciate you being here. Elite is in the building. Okay. Philip says there are many good things coming to the credit industry. You better believe it. You better believe it. And everybody that watches this channel is going to know exactly what goes on. Antoine says, I think I may have come in late and missed some gems. It's all good, Antoine. Short version is Credit Karma's making some big moves. By the way, it's not just Credit Karma, guys. I want to make sure everyone's clear on this. We're talking, well, Credit Wise just switched over, but Wallet Hub, Credit Sesame, Credit Karma is probably the biggest name in the industry that uses that particular scoring model. But I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. Mortgages using Credit Karma is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Isaac says, anything for self-employed? How do I add water bill and light bill to reports? You can. You can be self-employed and still add utilities to your credit report. And matter of fact, I'll answer that inside of the elites. So I'll put that answer inside of the elite. Isaac, he's another elite member. We make sure all credit questions get answered inside of the elite. All right, so let's see here. Isaac says, can you guys alter my game plan? You mean update it? Might be time for an update, Isaac. Might be time for an update. Antoine's in the building. Appreciate you being here. All right, so check this out. John Q says, check this out. Credit Karma is Vantage Score. Is a Vantage Score only, right? Banks rely on FICO scores, nothing else. FICO pays for the information. Vantage doesn't. Let me give you guys some game. When you all get some time, research who put together Vanish Score. TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They created this to be in direct competition to FICO. For those of you all who missed it, let me go ahead and stop sharing this screen because I want to make sure you guys get nothing but accurate information today. Nothing but accurate information today. Okay, watch this. I'm going to show it to you guys again. This is it. Now, here's the deal. Effective today, this is now happening. So regardless of what you think, regardless of what you feel about credit scores in general, this is happening. This is actually a good thing, guys. Just so you all know, this is nothing bad. Let me give you guys another way of looking at this. FICO went from charging let me break it down. When you go get a mortgage, when you apply for a mortgage and you close on that house, when they run your credit, they charge the mortgage lender a fee. That fee has gone up 10 times in the last 2-3 years. Guess who pays that fee? Go to a mirror. Go to your closest mirror and look at that mirror. It's you. Every time that you close, and listen, some dealerships do this too, but mortgage companies do this all day long. You eat that cost. Guess who comes up with the price? FICO. I'm not knocking FICO. It's been like this for years. This means every time you go buy property, every time you go get your credit ran, someone is being charged for that. Guess who doesn't charge for that? Vantage Score. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there platforms that because there's nothing but an algorithm. It's just the score itself. So now when you get the score and the report, then you're going to have to pay for that. But my point is that it's not about price gouging here. At least it's not starting off like this. So FICO has been saying, hey, let's charge $100. True story. You guys can look this up anytime you want. FICO says, let's charge $100 just for a person just for the lender to see their credit reports and their credit scores. And the lender always says, we're not going to pay for this. 90% of lenders don't even pay for the scores. They pass it off to you. And here's the worst part. Y'all want to really get crazy about this? Don't tell nobody I told you this. Watch this. I'm going to whisper this to y'all. Some mortgage companies charge more than $100 and people still pay for it. Yeah, that's what FICO does. So I'm not, you can look this stuff up. This type of stuff's not going to make the 7 p.m. news, guys. Okay. So again, that's what the situation is. I'm telling you, this is major news. Let me show you guys this. Look. Allow lenders to do this with no current requirements. See, people, y'all gonna hear about this on the news very soon. Y'all heard it here first because y'all know that's what we do here. I told you all this was coming. So, hey, anyway, Bourbon Bubblegum says, hi, Calvin. I remember you gave us a heads up of the upcoming credit changes. Then you went so far to hold a Zoom call with even more credit upcoming changes. You better believe it. By the way, we're going to do that every year. Okay. Listen, we got so much feedback from that. People were saying, oh my God, Calvin, I'm so glad you told me all the changes that were coming. I told you I got you. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I try to get you guys information before everybody else does. I promise you. Isaac says, yes. Antoine says, will this help with FHA loans? Absolutely. This will help with FHA loans. This will help with conventional loans. Military, y'all in the building? Any military in the building? Let me know inside the chat. This will help you all too. Okay. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that that you're doing less, all right, guys, listen, the power went out. So either way, I'm wrapping. So here, either way, guys, the power went out. It's all good. We'll end up probably making this another video, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you guys on the next video. Okay. But the power went out. Okay. So I don't know what happened, but either way, listen, if you guys want more updates, they'll be inside the A50 Club Elite. I'll make this into another video, but you guys got the gist of everything that just happened. Okay. Also too, by the way, listen, if you want us to help you, we can help you. We have a couple different options for you. I'll put them inside of the chat. You are not by yourself. Okay. Listen, we'll see you guys on the next video.